back to Ready, Set, Initiative, episode 8. It's 8! Woo!
Huzzah!
I am your DM, Stevie.
Hi, I'm Mark. I play Dante.
Hi, I'm Colin, and I play Waylon.
He said it right! He said it right! He said it right this time!
Get the fuck up.
And I am Julia, and I play Astrid.
Let's do it.
Awesome. Last time on Dragon Ball Z. I'm just kidding. This is Ready, Set, Initiative. Last time on Ready, Set, Initiative. This is my third time starting over, guys. The party had heard the town crier in the Copper District of Candela say that the metal man in Abyssal had been stolen, and there was a note left at the scene from Waylon's not-so-buddy, Savvy. Dante and Waylon, very eager to hop on this case, went and chased down the town crier, where Dante did not quite let the town crier finish saying where he gets the news. So then they went to go bother some Crownsguard, which they didn't really get anywhere from that, but that's okay. The party then planned how they would be returning the princess to the castle, where they decided it would be best for Waylon to stay back in the main city while Dante and Astrid brought Reina back to the castle. Waylon, wishing to speak with the king, implored Astrid to put in a good word for him. Which she did. While waiting for the party, Waylon tried to gain a little bit more information on the kingdom, what the king's like, the familial relationships, and what happened to the queen, because he'd never quite heard of her. At the same time, the rest of the party, Dante and Astrid, had returned Reina back to the castle. The king, at first, but when they had sent off on their journey, the king did not agree to any payment, but overjoyed to be reunited with his daughter, then gave Astrid 500 gold pieces as a reward. All right. One of the guards, after they had met, brought Astrid an envelope with a letter from her family saying basically that Alex kind of told Mom what's been going on with her sendings to him, and now the family's a little bit worried, wants her to have a home visit soon. Also, another note was slid into the envelope where it is assumed that Savvy had reached out to Astrid, saying Waylon is not quite what he seems to be, and she wishes to have a word with her. Back in the town, we see Waylon in a tavern, trying to gain a little bit more insight on the situation he's in. Some grouchy tavern goers agreed that if they could beat him in a game of poker, he would give him information. Waylon, knowing that one of Bonjour's many talents is card playing, put him up against this tavern goer. Unfortunately, Bonjour did not win, and it was Bonjour's first loss, and he really took that to heart. Waylon spent
The dwarf is gonna fucking die. I'm calling him right now.
Waylon then spent the rest of the night at that tavern, while the king invited Astrid and Dante to stay the night. Astrid informed the king that she really felt a calling to continue travels with these two men, although Not quite sure why, not quite fond of them, she feels this strong urge to help them on their journey. The king said that he's aware that Asmars do have these prophetic feelings, so said that if this is the best thing for her journey, that she should follow that. Then the king didn't have another room to give to Dante, so Dante and Astrid were to spend the night in her bedroom, but yeah, not sharing a bed. Not sharing a bed. He's not allowed in the bed, and to that, he laid down and knocked his boots over, his stinky boots. So she would have to deal with that stinky smell at night. It is now nighttime. Y'all are ready for bed. Is there anything anyone would like to do before sleeps?
Honk, shoe, me.
All right.
I just want to be like, before night goes, I wanted to get a suit. Because I got money from Bonjour last time.
To do so, you would have to go to the Platinum District, which is the richer area of town, and it is getting pretty late at night, and you're not aware of where to go to get that done, or if it will be open, but you could certainly try.
Alright, can I Cinderella up some suits using bloodfly paper?
Huh?
I don't know, just magically come up with a suit.
It's gonna do a Sailor Moon transformation.
What is
Bloodfly
bloodfly paper?
Imagine, so the entire thing where I've been falling asleep in the forest, just getting chrysalis over, bloodfly paper. Like
oh,
paper
like the
paper.
chrysalis?
Yeah, like
Okay.
paper wasp paper.
Make a dexterity check with the bloodfly's dexterity at disadvantage.
Can I just use my downtime to do this whole thing?
No.
Shit.
I'm gonna need a skill check for that. It is
Alright.
fun. I like the idea, but...
Oh, sweet, they got plus. I don't have my dice. Alright,
Shame.
here we go. That's 20.
At
17
disadvantage?
plus 3. Oh, at disadvantage?
I was like,
That's still a 20.
okay.
Let's
I
go.
rolled a nat 20 and then a 17.
Nice.
Start off good!
While it is not a traditional suit, it is rather stunning. You don't really see too many people wearing attire like this, and it has its charm to it. It's well made, and it fits perfectly. Like, oh my goodness, all of the right areas. You're like snatched, dude. You look great. It does take the bloodflies a good portion of the nighttime to do so, but they're working hard. Like, they're measuring you. Like...
It's like the whole entire scene from Cinderella where they're like,
With
got
the
whole
rats.
entire bibbidi bobbidi boo, you know?
Like-
But me, I'm just like, yo, I look fresh to death. ZZ Top's playing in the background. Yeah.
And they finish it up while you're getting some rest, so you can still get your full night of rest.
All right, cool.
Perfect. You feel satisfied with the day that you've had?
Absolutely not, but let's roll.
That's D&D, baby.
All right. Dante, you go to sleep, no issue. You have a very nice night of rest, as do you, Waylon. Astrid. Recently, you had made some choices of looking into Noxio and revealing a little bit more of yourself, a little bit more of your past. You can't shake these feelings as you try to fall asleep, as much as you try. You worry. What did you do? What did Alex implore you to not follow through with? As sleep takes you, you find yourself floating in the astral plane. You are floating between all three moons. All three moons, obviously, since you are in the astral plane, are full and glowing around you. Somlun, beautiful, silvery tints shining from it. You know this moon of good fortune and good luck to be the moon of Alara. Noctim, nothing out of the ordinary about it, but still a stunning rock nonetheless. You find comfort in what is regular about it. And Noxio, glowing this eerie green neon color that most times you want to look away from, but not tonight. You look into it, and you feel like it looks back at you. And you feel like it almost whispers to you, "Become our champion." It whispers to you. You feel torn. You try to fight away from this feeling because you are loyal. You are loyal to Alara. Everyone in your life has been close to Alara. But you feel a connection to this voice that continues to whisper. And another voice joins in. Become our champion. What do you do?
Cry.
Who are you?
One of the voices, the first one to talk, answers. Don't you remember? You put
Really
me
not.
here. I'm a little hurt, Astrid. We spent so much time together in those 6 months.
Don't remember you, and I wouldn't have helped you get anywhere.
I would not be up here if it wasn't for you.
I'm loyal to Alara. I wouldn't have helped you.
Where is your Alara now?
She's perfectly fine. Thank you for asking.
Has she told you so?
No. But I can sense these things as for Azamar.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
Oh.
Fucking huge red flag right up in this bitch.
I gotta lie to the moon.
Hey, if you can lie to yourself, you can lie to anyone.
16 plus 3 is 19.
Do you miss your wings, Astrid?
Yes, but I understand why they were taken from me.
If you be our champion, we can grant you a wonderful set of right wings.
I would never agree to that.
You say that now, but you did so much help for us back then.
Don't believe you.
Why not?
Why would I? Why would I help you?
I do not have the answers to that. Only you can answer that.
Yet here I sit, not remembering you.
Would your moon mommy be talking to you still if you didn't help me?
I could have done anything. Lose her trust, why would it have been? Why does it have to have been helping you? I have no memories of you. If I helped you, why would I forget?
Maybe. The voice pauses for a second. If you didn't help, why would Alex disown you?
Don't know. I don't believe you. I have no reason to believe you.
I see you struggle to resist us. You struggle to resist Noxio. One day, you too will praise Kaelana. Thou priests will know the name Kaelana. And it'll be your fault, my champion. And you wake up in a cold sweat.
There's that name again.
Somebody drop that. Somebody drop that chimpanzee. We got name drop up in this shit.
It is the middle of the night. Dante, you are awoken by Astrid nearly screaming in her sleep. And she wakes up too. Astrid, what are you screaming in your sleep?
She is screaming, I am not your champion. She doesn't say this in Common or Celestial, which are the two languages you have heard her speak. She says this in Abyssal. He's just kind of like sitting there panting.
Is everything alright?
Clearly not.
Well, you speak my name, my mother tongue.
What do you mean? Common? Yes.
In Abyssal, I say, know the language of demons.
You are still speaking Common?
No. This is flawless Abyssal.
I do not speak Abyssal.
Are you sure about that? I say in common.
Sure.
I am sure. I would know what languages I know. I learned how to speak Common. I was born speaking Celestial. And I learned how to speak Undercommon. I know no other languages.
Then why are you replying to me in Abyssal?
I do not know Abyssal. How many times do I have to tell you that?
Someone needs to bitch slap the truth up in this shit.
So, who is your champion?
What do you mean?
Are you the champion, or is somebody your champion?
I am no one's champion, and no one is my champion.
Having your own champion would be kind of nice. Insight check, by the way. Insight
Yo,
check. Do I believe her?
If Waylon was up in that shit, I'd totally be like, oh yeah? They speak English and what?
13.
That's better than my deception.
What did you roll, Astrid?
An 8.
Oh.
When she says she is no one's champion, you can tell that there's something she's holding back from telling you there.
I will sit up and sort of scooch over and like rest my arms on the foot of the bed. Listen, I know you hate me. I unfortunately know a lot about champions and being champions and breaking from champions, so just...
She looks like she wants to say more, but she just kind of hesitates.
It's okay. I will not judge you like Waylon will. Or like...
The fuck do you just say about me? It's gonna be like that anime sneeze when somebody's talking about you, but I just dropped an F-bomb for no reason in my sleep, just like...
Look at me. I am sitting at the foot of your bed like a dog. Dude, I am in no position to do any judgment.
As you overheard in courtroom earlier, I'm not on speaking terms with my god currently. You know what an Azamar is. I don't want to presume what people you've run into and wherever you're from.
You're one of those angel folk. You work for, you know, the men upstairs as opposed to me who works for the men downstairs.
She laughs at that.
You work for men downstairs?
I was
Ayo.
chosen by my goddess before my birth. I am born to human parents, but yes, I am one of those angel folk. But recently, I've been cut off. My grace was ripped from me, and among other things, and I fell. I am no one's champion, no matter what they say. But I do not remember the circumstances or my fall from grace.
Is it possible you were in the back seat of the wagon, but you are not driving? If you catch what I mean?
I find it hard to believe that I would have been disowned if I was not in control of my actions. I was not in control. It isn't my fault what I did. It clearly, whatever happened was my fault, but it's hard to figure out what you've done when no one will tell you.
Yeah. Well, it sucks being a champion. I will not lie to you.
I am not a champion.
I'm just saying, if you have the chance, you know, 'cause sometimes that is chosen for you by the powers that be and whatever. But I would strongly advise against it.
I do not want to be anyone's champion. I just want my grace, among other things, to be restored to me.
Yeah, that would be nice. Here. And I go back to my bag, ruffle around through the component pouch, and pull out a little pinch of sulfur and some like powdered goat horn, and say, if you ever want to talk to my dad, you know, he's got a lot of pull downstairs, if you will. You know, if the guys upstairs aren't really working out, just, you know, sprinkle this around your pillow, say, you know, Asmodeus, please hear my plea, you know, whatever you want to, in Abyssal, I'm telling her this. And then, usually, Morthea will come and connect the dream lines, and yeah, you'll get put through.
Don't know how many times you need to hear this, but Asmodeus does not have very much sway around here.
I keep hearing that, but whatever.
Have you spoken to him?
I have not attempted to.
You get your powers from your dad?
I do.
Oh, so like it's kind of like a nepotism situation.
Yo! Damn! Dude, you're literally swinging in like it's Jehovah's Witness with your father and the dream powder.
In a way, but I did work for half of my power, and then the other half, it is a transaction. He does not give it to me for free. I have to pay for them.
That discounted because...
Well, yes, it's
father?
discounted because he is the Lord of the Abyss, and fiend warlocks, all sorts of people make deals with him.
I wouldn't know, I'm not a warlock.
You should try it sometime.
Don't
You
want
ain't a
to. I
champion
kind of
either.
like the consensual relationship.
Mine was also consensual.
Yeah, but it's not a transaction for me.
Fair enough. Don't say I didn't try to help.
He appreciates the gesture, I guess.
Ooh.
Would you like to cuddle with pancakes for the rest of the night?
You can keep the cat.
Your last.
She is going to get up though and walk to like the desk that she kind of shoved the letters in. Or, like at the end, like before they went to bed. Take it out, the one with her mom, but also the note from S that was tucked in. And she's going to pull the note from S out and say, before you go to sleep, read this. It was shoved in the letter from my mother.
God, what did it say again?
Something along the lines of Waylon not being exactly what he seems, and she would like to talk with Astrid.
Well, it's not who he seems. Do you mean like he is a god?
Hell yeah! I'm up in here
Or
being like,
like-
God!
Astrid just kind of puts her hand on her
I don't
face
know.
like, God.
Ooh, it also said something about him not to be trusted.
Okay. Well, that part makes sense. If you are on a interdimensional manhunt for a guy, you want to seed as much doubt as possible. I don't know, he
Dante's
seems
got my back.
he seems pretty capable in the fight, and he did follow us back and forth, so I have no reason not to trust him.
Told me that he would kill all of us to meet the ends of his goals.
Okay, that is a pretty common sentiment where I come from. That does not mean everyone follows up on it.
Well, he seemed like he would, but whatever. I just wanted to show that to you. I trust you
appreciate.
slightly more than I trust him, which isn't saying much.
Eh.
I would trust you to walk within like 5 feet of me, whereas I wouldn't trust to walk within like 20 feet of me normally.
That is, I think, the highest compliment you have ever given me. So I will take it.
It is a pretty big compliment from me. Well, you can go off back to sleep, I suggest.
Alright. Good night, Astrid.
Good night.
And I'll pretend to go to sleep and listen until I hear Astrid has gone to sleep before going to sleep myself.
Before she goes to sleep, she's just going to right back to her mom really quick, just kind of like a quick like, yeah, I've been crying. I think that is reasonable given the circumstances. Try to come home soon, and then she'll send it in the morning.
Okay.
And
Sounds
she
good.
tucks it into her bag, and we'll go back to sleep.
Dante, can you make a Constitution saving throw if you're trying to stay awake longer than she is?
Oh, I was just trying to be nice and make sure she fell asleep okay, but alright.
Well, yeah, but if you're trying to, in the middle of the night...
Oh, that's a natural 19.
Yeah, you're able
Yeah.
to... You're able to hear her fall asleep before you go back to sleep.
Okay. Honk shoe.
Awesome. You all get a full night of rest, as well as the benefits of a long rest. Waylon, what do you do when you wake up?
Okay, I did not have an idea of what I want to do for when I wake up. Well, I'm gonna make my way downtown, walking fast. No. Yeah. No, I'm going to have a cup of coffee as per usual from good old Bonjour. See that he's a little bit down. Don't worry, I'll get him. Don't worry.
Bonjour.
It's alright, kid. Oh, I guess... What do you think of the suit?
Bonjour! He
That's
doesn't
what I
have
thought.
thumbs, but, like, he's trying to give thumbs up.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I guess here's the money back. Turns out I won't need it for now.
He shoves it in, like, a little, like, pouch on his side.
Honestly, I have no idea what's a pouch and what's not a pouch on you. Anyway, breakfast, I suppose. Let's get some food. And, yeah, I'm just gonna go downstairs with them and be like, alright, so, here's the plan. If, I'm not hearing voices in my head, and that really was Astrid, then I guess we have a meeting with the king. We just gotta be vetted first, so what do you think?
Bonjour looks at his wrist. Bonjour! Pokes
Wait.
at his wrist.
Do you have something on your wrist? You don't have fingers, I can't tell what you're doing.
He's gesturing to his wrist as if there would be a watch on it.
Let me insight that, make sure I got that. Okay, 19. It's hard to tell, it's hard to read something that has no fingers.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Alright,
awesome.
19. So with that 19, yeah. What? I don't remember what time they wanted us to meet.
Bonjour does a little face palm.
Okay. Do you think we should get there as fast as we can?
Bonjour.
Okay, let me just wake the boys up and then we can go. All of a sudden, one of the rooms is just buzzing and then silence. Okay, so, I think they should be out and about. I don't think I should go in there with any of them on me, so, we'll just have them hang around the castle. Sound like a
Bonjour.
good idea?
Bonjour.
Alright, cool. Worst case scenario, they're our getaway.
Bonjour.
You gonna assist me in this too? Okay, let me just for good luck, let me just rub my face in his belly.
Waving his arms around.
Alright. Let's do this. Got your sunglasses?
He shakes his head no.
Alright, never mind. Let's just go. And like, instead of doves flying as soon as we exit the tavern, it's just blood flies. Just. And I'm looking fly as a motherfucker. Literally,
Heck
blood
yeah.
fly as a
Heck
motherfucker.
yeah. He's so valid for that.
Coffee and a
Then-
cigar.
I will disguise self to make myself look like Dante, but clean, with a fresh shave and a haircut, and, freshly ironed jacket, and my boots are clean.
Alright, bonjour. I know you weren't hearing anything. Probably just voices in my head, but who knows? Is there, any way that you know how to get inside of a castle? I mean, the way I got into castles back in my world, it was very different. Just go up to the gate, knock on the door, get escorted by some guards, sometimes by merchants, whoever knows.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, all right.
He starts walking. Bonjour. Knock, 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 knock. Bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Starts throwing punches.
No. Bad
I like the way you
plushie.
think.
Bad plushie.
Bonjour.
Add one,
You
sure.
know, maybe you're a chip off the old block. If I ever thought kids were adorable, I'd think you were the greatest. You're bringing a tear to your old man's heart.
Bonjour.
Someday you're gonna be the bane of humanity.
Oh my god.
Alright. Let's get on with this.
You making your way straight to the castle?
Yes! To the castle!
Make a survival check getting through the woods to the castle.
Fuck!
Aren't you good at those?
Yes, but it's the cursed forest of tasteless things.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Can I reroll that?
What did you get?
I got a 1.
Oh no, dude.
Let Bonjour lead the way. Let Bonjour lead the way.
You can roll with advantage because Bonjour is helping you.
Fuck's sake, that's awesome. Trying to yank my way through this horrid place, and now you see why I was in there for 3 fucking weeks.
So your first roll was a 1. What's your second roll?
2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
I
3?
can't make this up. I can't make this up.
Another one.
Another one. Can I just, for the sake of... I will fucking leave this all... Bye-bye, everyone. Waylon's adventure.
Oh,
This is
that's
bullshit.
so funny.
This is bullshit of the highest degree.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, that's so
I don't even have...
funny.
We haven't got any inspiration. We haven't got art. I can't retcon to say anything. No.
If you
Well-
were within 60 feet of me, you could have gotten a D6.
Adios, everyone. Bye-bye.
Waylon's just wandering the forest for the rest of the campaign.
So,
That's where I leave.
Astrid and Dante, you all get up for the morning. What do you do in the morning?
Once Astrid's up, she's going to go look for the nearest guard.
Dante will drag himself to his feet and stumble behind Astrid, still half asleep because he doesn't know how to get around the castle.
She does put her jacket on before she leaves and grabs her bag.
Mm-hmm.
Me too, I'll grab all my stuff and do my disguise self-cleaning.
Yeah, and you do so. The nearest guard is just kind of patrolling down the hallway once you exit your room.
Is it Vander?
Just walking back and forth. It is not Vander. No, Vander does not
all
work
of the
in.
guards are-
Vander does not work upstairs in the halls.
She'll wave down the guard.
He kind of nods over at you and walks forward. It is Darian, the the bashful boy that is a little bit older than a teenager.
Hi, Darian. It's great to see you again.
Hi, hi, what can I do for you?
I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
Yeah, of course. He kind of puffs up his chest. Anything for you, Astrid.
She takes the letter that she wrote and she holds it out to him. Can you make sure this gets to the right place?
Absolutely. And he goes to grab it. His fingers kind of graze against yours. His face turns bright red. Yeah, I'll help you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. You're always such a good help.
And he just runs off.
He
She just
seems
smirks
nice.
back at Dante.
He seems nice.
It's very helpful.
I can see that.
And she's going to go head out towards the gates, assuming that's where she'll meet Vander.
Okay. Yeah, you head on down the stairs, and the outer gates right near the moat.
Is this the gates next to the forest?
On the end right next to the castle, unfortunately.
Alright.
I will get back to you, don't you worry, Waylon.
Oh, I got a plan just in case. 2 1s do make a right.
Chat, I feel so bad. Colin has been waiting for this for
I'm going to get to this forest if I have to burn down. I'm going to get through this forest if I have to burn the entire forest down.
No.
Yes. I'm tired of this fucking forest.
You exit the large doors of the castle. It is mostly sunny, a little bit cloudy outside, very, very nice weather. Vander and a couple other of the guards are standing near the door. Vander kind of humming along to a tune while he's just kind of standing there, pushes his glasses up and tucks his long hair behind his ears. There are a couple other elven, half-elven guards out there with him.
Vander, my man! And I go and I dap him up. Because I taught him how to do that while I was in the dungeon. We do the
Isn't it true that this is how cool people greet each other, Astrid?
Absolutely.
No.
I glaring daggers at Astrid.
Kind of after dapping you up, he kind of almost reaches in for a hug with you, but then puts his arms down by his side.
I still hug him.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you again, and good to see you, Astrid.
Vander, while we wait for our guest, may I speak to you momentarily?
Yes, you can. What can I do for you?
Speak a little privately, a little further away. Dante, you can entertain yourself, correct?
Oh, yes, I will teach the other guards how cool people introduce themselves.
Perfect. And she'll lead Vander 10 feet away.
Mm-hmm. What, is everything okay, Astrid?
Everything's fine. I just have a couple questions for you.
Yeah, of course.
You are a good person and a good judge of character.
Thank
And
you. He kind of smiles.
She smiles back at him. You trusted Dante to go on this mission. Why?
To me, his story seemed genuine. I know it's very far-fetched, but he's definitely odd, right?
Yes.
And this handshake thing, I've never seen anyone do this before.
Does a lot of odd things.
But I feel like it's not too far-fetched to believe that he's from somewhere else.
I agree.
He seemed scared. Kind of like a lost puppy that got kicked too many times in the prison.
So first you hit with the front side of the hand, and then you go to the back side, and then you meet in the middle. Sorry.
I can see that. Is there anything else that led you to trust his abilities to assist me on this mission?
I didn't want you to go alone, and I thought if anyone, he would be an okay choice that the king would allow. And I felt bad for him. He's looking for his people, and I know that maybe he could find them if he were to help you and get granted his freedom. You've seen some of the other people we put in the royal dungeon. He's definitely not up to par with them.
Oh.
He may be a little bitter about his situation, and I know that he didn't quite get along with any of the other guards, but he seems harmless to people who are good of heart. And I know you are, Astrid. I don't know what went down with you, but of course I've heard talks. And I don't think you're the bad guy in the story. I think you have a good heart. And I don't know Dante very well, but he wouldn't harm a good heart.
Appreciate your insight, as always, Vander. And
Of course.
thank you.
That's my goat.
Kind of bows to you.
She nods her head at him, and then she'll walk back over.
They pay you guys how much? That's criminal. You are the royal guards of the king himself? You're getting ripped off. Are you even in a union?
Hey, this guy kind of gets it. Like,
Yes, band together. Collective bargaining. It is the perfect tool for all workers who are exploited by their bosses. Trust me, I help start them, you could say.
Maybe we should get to know the ex-prisoner a little bit better. Like, I think he knows what he's talking about. And you guys wait outside for about an hour and a half, and Dante, you're not quite bothered by it. You're having a great time. Astrid, you find it odd that you haven't seen Waylon yet when you knew that this meeting meant a lot for him.
Can you give me a perception check?
Give me 1 second.
I'm gonna just yell out at the top of my lungs. I'm fucking lost!
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy after it's been a minute and amplify my voice and yell, Waylon, castle is this way. Follow my voice.
It, unfortunately, thaumaturgy does not get loud enough to reach him.
That's okay. I tried.
Astrid's going to cast Sending on Waylon. Waylon, where are you?
You remember that, voice bonjour? Yeah, I think I'm gonna start going crazy again, because if I get lost in this fucking forest one more time, I'm gonna go a little bit stir crazy.
Hate him.
Oh man. I'm getting more and more pissed the longer this goes on.
He's going to cast it again. Waylon, answer me. Where are you? I'm real. Stop.
Okay. Let's try this out. I went into the forest, and like Waylon's doing the whole entire focusing, trying to find my way out. Bonjour sounded pretty sure in the direction he was going.
That's it.
Astrid, you know a simple way to get through the woods to the castle, and you know simply if you just follow northeast, you will get to the castle.
She's going to use her last third level spell. Said northeast.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be so funny if you said northwest. It would be so funny.
That's why I double checked. Waylon,
Literally, gotta roll something higher than 1 this time.
Waylon, I'm being as clear as possible. Get to the castle. Head northeast. Chance.
Alright. So, Bonjour, I think I got something. The voices are telling me to go northeast. Alright.
And
Any ideas?
Bonjour just points northeast. Bonjour!
How do you know which way is northeast? Wait. Did you even know where the castle was in the first place?
Bonjour.
Man, I'm from a different world, and you were supposed to show me the way to the castle.
Bonjour, bonjour. 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 Bonjour.
Alright. Waylon. Alright. Let's go that way.
Bonjour slightly adjusts your arm to go perfectly northeast.
You know what? Here. Just sit on my head. You direct.
Bonjour! And he is constantly pointing northeast. It takes you a little bit longer than you would have liked. Rather than being first thing in the morning, it's still morning, but late morning. When you start to emerge from the woods, Astrid, arms crossed.
Don't
Dante.
you fucking dare. Don't you fucking start. I will. Don't fucking start.
You better learn how to answer me, because if I waste any more spells on you, it will be the last thing you do. Be clear?
I'm gonna roll intimidation right back at her. What's gonna be the last thing I do?
Yes, there might be a good roll, but what do you say to intimidate her is what really matters. Or what do you do? Because it doesn't necessarily need to be saying.
Is that really what's gonna be the last thing that's gonna happen to me? Yeah. We'll see how well that works out for you.
Okay, let's go inside. We are already incredibly late. Let's just...
Here to talk to Vander first.
Yeah,
That's right.
the king would prefer if we had our little meeting outside first.
That works fine for me. I kind of expect. Vander, bonjour, Vander. He's the one that got us lost in the first place. I totally thought that he knew where we were going. Okay, so just so we're clear, this was not my fault entirely.
Sure, he
Second
puts his
time.
little stubs on his side.
Stop
I would
looking
like
proud.
to roll insight on that statement.
Go for it and roll deception, Waylon.
All right. That is a 25. Wait,
I
no.
rolled a nat-
I added that wrong. That is just 23. Yeah. Just
Rolled a
23.
nat 20 for a total of 26.
All right.
It's almost hard to tell, but you can tell he's fibbing a little bit.
She just gives Bonjour a look.
He just shakes his head no.
All right.
Vander looks at Astrid and Dante really quick. Would either of you two like to sit in on this meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. And he looks over at the other guards who are standing guard. Well, it looks like we have a fun audience for this. Okay, cool. I've never done this before. You said your name is Waylon?
Yeah. Waylon of Splinterville. Why do I feel like I'm in a lineup?
What do you mean?
I guess you guys don't have that here. Anyway, yeah, I'm Waylon of Splinterville, this Bonjour. We're tonight's entertainment.
What is your case for seeing the king? Why do you seek audience with him?
Okay,
Oh, before he starts
Sure.
talking, I tap him on the shoulder, and I say, "You got this, buddy," and give him a bardic inspiration. So, on your next ability check, you can add a d6 for the next 10 minutes.
is there a table anywhere near?
No.
Oh, shit. Well, I was gonna just spread out all the letters from Savvy, literally years worth of letters, onto a table, and just be like, alright, so I know who tried to destabilize the kingdom, and I'm looking to offer my services in hunting her down.
What do you mean?
It's exactly as I say. I know who tried to assassinate the princess, who killed your brothers in arms,
Someone
who
tried
left
to
her out in the
assassinate her?
forest. Oh, come on. Is there any smarter ones here? Listen, I'm just gonna say it like this.
I beg your pardon?
Connect 2 and 2 together. Here, how's it go? Your princess was lost in the forest for a few days with a carriage that was guarded by the strongest of the royal guard. Am I correct in assuming that?
Well, I wouldn't call Bertrand our best, but he's not bad. He wasn't bad, no.
Alright, so he's a shoe far from a gumption. Alright.
Vander kind of looks over at Astrid like, what?
Alright.
Astrid just kind of shakes her head like she doesn't know what he's gonna say. Like, I did my job getting him here. That's all I can offer.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. Was your king happy to see his princess returned?
Yes, he was in tears.
Was he disturbed, almost distraught, stressed from not knowing what was the fate of his dearly beloved daughter?
Of course.
Then he's gonna enjoy this deal. This offer I have for him.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
You can add a d6.
Alright, can I re-roll that because it fell off the table?
Yeah,
You got a d6.
Alright. What can I get with 13?
13?
Not bad.
Not bad. Let me go talk with my brothers in arms for a second. Kind of, Astrid, you've never heard him talk with any hint of sarcasm or venom in his mouth. He's always been a very kind guard. Him repeating brothers in arms, he's a little bit bitter towards how Waylon had spoken to him. Vander pulls two of the guards, still leaves two nearby, y'all. And they go over to talk for a moment. Do you guys discuss anything in this moment while Vander is discussing with his guards?
I do not believe insulting Vander was probably your best option here.
Not had the greatest last 2 days, and I was just lost inside the same forest that I was almost having a bit of a mental break-in from the fact that I couldn't taste anything, couldn't see anything, and the fact that somehow I've been lost in that same forest for 3 weeks. If you can understand why I'm a little agitated right now, then I hope you understand.
I can.
I understand why
but-
you're agitated. I haven't had a great year. I don't take it out on every single person that I interact with. He is your gateway to the king. Putting on a facade is sometimes
Is there
the
a
best
queen?
option.
Is there a queen that I can speak to too?
No,
Shit.
I would not bring that up.
Why? What happened to the queen? Dante, you got
I
any
told
idea?
As I
I
told you
didn't
before,
ask.
she died. And it is not a fond topic around here.
Well, fond or not, it's gonna need to be addressed in a certain amount of time.
No.
No.
In a certain amount of time. Yes. Not right now. And I'm
Has
gonna
nothing
I'm
to
gonna
do
I'm gonna
with the
grab him.
situation.
I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders and say, "Look in my eyes. Wait, look at me. You got this? This is your ticket. I know that you are a good speaker. You are incredibly charismatic. I believe in you. Okay? It has
Well-
been a rough couple of weeks for all of us. But right now, I need you to be the best speaker that you can possibly be." And I give him another bardic inspiration.
I'm gonna
And
say
as
it
you
like
give him,
this, buddy. Listen. Even if this doesn't go well, we still have a few ace in the holes. One, there's a nice, lovely forest right behind me that I can just load up on.
Please do not do that. I beg you.
And then we can just do a hop and a skip and go get your rest of your crew.
Yes,
No
but we
issue.
can also do that without, collateral damage.
It's not collateral damage, it's just harmless beasts.
You got this.
Hey, you-
And I spin him back around.
Astrid is visibly upset.
I'm just
as
gonna pick up on Jer and I'm just gonna squeeze him like a stress toy. Does he
he
squeeze?
kinda, yeah, I was gonna say go as you squeeze him.
Squeezing with menacing intent.
Oh, show him. He kind of just wheezes out. Vander and the other two guards come walking back. We are at a bit of a standstill. Astrid, Dante, you've spent a considerable amount of time, more so than anyone else here have. Do I allow him to talk to the king?
Yes, you should. He is a capable warrior. He is, he can be a little bit prickly, but he and I have both had incredibly traumatic past few weeks, and it has been difficult for both of us, but I can vouch for the strength of his character. He is incredibly passionate. He is incredibly driven to his goals. He is ambitious. This person that he is tracking, also has stolen one of my crew members, so I have as much stake in this game as he does. So, that is my piece.
He looks at you sadly and nods. Astrid?
I think that it is fine to let him voice his piece to the king. Did help us bring Princess Reina back here. I have only known him for a short period of time, so I cannot vouch for his character. But I know that he did help us, and he did not have to.
He nods. A couple extra guards as audience, perhaps.
She nods.
Give me a few moments and I can get this set up for you.
Thank you, Vander. I give him a handshake and slip him a gold coin.
Dante.
Pretty sure we call that bribery out south, man.
No, this is a gesture of thanks. I was just trying to be slick about it.
You know you
Alright.
don't have to.
I insist. But just between
You're
you
too
and me,
kind.
you are quite literally the only person I have met in the past month that has shown me any kindness.
You deserve it. And the world can be harsh, so please never forget that kindness.
You are always welcome in the Hellhound Pirates, my friend.
He smiles and enters in the castle. After a few moments, Vander and a few other guards return.
Hey, Dante.
Hmm?
I didn't realize Vander was your type.
What? He has a family.
Man, I saw that look.
Astrid's laughing out loud.
I'm going to ignore that you said that.
Hey, everybody's got a type.
If you say
And-
so.
Oh, and what do you think my type is?
Let's focus on your big
No.
speech, buddy.
Yeah,
We can
What do you
discuss
think
this
my
later.
type is?
Not us,
Settle,
that's for sure.
sweet, subtle, malleable. You know. It's all
Oh.
right. Yeah. I'll
Julia
explain it
is
when you're
taking
old.
note of this.
I'll
I
explain
practically
it
I
when
don't
you're old.
I saw the telltale.
I'll explain it
Um,
when you're older.
Vander opens the door with a few more guards with him. All but Vander wearing full plate armor.
Oh, this ought to be good.
I very tightly grab Waylon's shoulders and massage his shoulders. Don't fuck this up for us, okay? You got it.
Out of curiosity, how much do you weigh?
Enough. And I push him forward.
All right, good to know. I'm just gonna look up and be
is
just
this a bad
look
time?
up towards clouds.
No, this is perfect. Let's go, Vander. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry about earlier. I was a little bit stressed. I don't know if you know, but nothing in that forest tastes good.
I do not eat in the forest.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. It's enough to drive somebody insane.
That's kind of the point of the forest.
Sorry, what?
Protection.
Please. Please don't tell me it's got some sort of spell or curse on it.
We do not believe in curses in our kingdom.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. Good. Yeah, let's just go.
And you all are walking
I would like
to...
Just to note that I have no blood flies on me besides Simon and Alistair.
Okay.
And you
The
have
others-
a bardic inspiration.
For
Or
5 more minutes because 5
Shit.
minutes were taken too.
All right.
So, you make your way through the long hall into the throne room. The king in his large throne, wearing his very, very nice light blue robes with the golden threading on it. And Reina, wearing almost a matching gown of a baby blue color with gold shimmer on it. She is sitting down in her throne right next to him. There are guards near every door, every window in the room, which there are 3 doorways into the throne room with 2 guards near each door. And then there is a large stained glass window in the back, which has a couple of guards lining near the wall as well.
Just one window. It's in the back.
Yes, it is a large stained glass window with several guards lining it at
Does it sort of light up the center area? The center of the room?
What do you mean?
So, like, lights casting down, and then there's, like, an area in the room, in the court of the room, where it's just the light passing onto it.
I mean, it is well lit by many candles, but there is a colorful glow from the stained glass window, which is depicting all of the members of the Celestial Pantheon.
Alright, cool.
Waylon, come in. The king gestures you forward.
Alright. Nice to meet you. Do I bow to you, perchance? I do not know the customs of this world.
I do not force anyone to bow to me.
Well, in the customs of my world, then, I shall introduce myself. I am Waylon of Splinterfell, Your Highness, of the continent of the great country of Ysera's, of the district of Patch Mesa. And sort of do the whole entire arm, like, bow and everything.
It is my pleasure. Why do you request audience with me today?
Because I'm not sure of what my compatriots, your royal guardsman Astrid, or the fellow named Dante, have said about me. But I am not a warrior by trade. No. If anything, I am an assurance man. I make deals and follow through with them till the contract or the promises have been fulfilled. I came here today to make you an offer, if you will.
What do you mean?
I'm not here for coin or for honor or for the revelries of royalty or a title. I care not for those services. Instead, I am here for an exchange of services of another kind, if you will. I came here to ask for the kingdom's resources, its networks, in my hunt for the person that, and as I say this, I pause and I look over at the princess, the attempted assassination of the princess of this kingdom, your heir to the throne, and I look at the king, and most importantly, your daughter. I can only imagine that you love your daughter very much. Am I right in this?
Or more than anything.
And I understand that if someone like her was missing, possibly in harm's way, it would feel like someone's got your heart in their hands.
What are you getting at?
Well, to think that someone that you don't even know or even suspect could have the king of this great nation, and I look around at all the guards heavily armored, possibly a lavish courtroom and thrones and everything, and I look at everything just like of this great nation in such a state, you were worried, anxious, angry, and hesitant. And I look at him with like this look in my eye. But you're no fool when it comes to this. For any fool of a king, they would have sent out large numbers in order to rescue the princess, easily signifying to any outside help that outside countries or malefactors that the country's in a state of turmoil. No, you're a smart king. Genius, if you will. You kept a cool head. Instead, you sent a small force underneath the guise of prisoner transport. One of your lesser but still highly regarded Gorilla Guardsmen, and I signaled to Astrid, and the prisoner Dante. Does he wave like, hey, that's me?
Yeah, salute.
Yes. You sent a Royal Guard member who had a vested interest in seeing the return of her safely, and an infernal prisoner to disguise the mission from prying eyes of other nations and gossip. A simple errand for a crown from the outside looking in. And what's his face looking like right now?
Very stoic and cold as I am reacting the same way as he would, just very much not laying his cards down. Kind of shifts up his round glasses in front of his olive green eyes and stares at you intently.
And now you have your daughter back. You also have the report that there was no wild animal attack or her getting lost in the woods, and I look over towards the princess. Isn't that right?
What do you mean?
Oh, in that case, let me give you the lowdown. This was an attempted assassination and destabilization of your kingdom, sir.
Reina stands up from her throne. I don't need you telling my father what happened to me.
Oh, I will tell exactly how it goes. Let me give you the lowdown. If it was successful, it would have damaged you to the very core. It would also damage your image amongst your enemies and allies to the crown. No matter how much you play house that everything's all right. So I know a few things, Your Highness. One thing, and I look at both of them. One thing that I know about people in power. No king wants to believe they're a pawn. And nothing is more scary than the realization that you're at a turning point, the precipice of a turning point. That something will define your life, your character, or your future forever. I'm gonna let him stew in his own thoughts, them both stew in his own thoughts for that. So I will say again, Your Highness, I came here today to make you an offer, an assurance that I will find and bring the person who attempted to bring this kingdom to its very knees. In exchange, something simple. for you to give me the resources and the networks under your power. A humble assurance, man. And what can I give you to prove that I'm worth these considerable resources? I'm just going to take my bag and I'm going to empty out all over the floor. Letters from years from Savvy, all on the same paper, same sort of paper with the same seal across them, just emptied out of the bag, all across the floor, sort of spreading out.
The king sits and thinks while Reina kind of has been fidgeting with her hair, kind of lets it down from like the bun that it was in, and it's down now past her chest a little bit. You basically said you didn't give a shit about me. Stop trying to use my tragedy against my father. Reina.
Tragedies are all about the principle. We're not dealing with the matter of family issues. What we're looking at is the political status of your kingdom. I understand.
Reina.
But if you want to know something worse of using the tragedy against your father, this woman took away my family, my country, my sister that I haven't even seen get born. She's taken away more than you will ever know or even hope to see in this world or worlds upon world.
Reina, take a seat. Reina kind of sits down, fuming. What do you seek, Waylon of Splinterfell?
No one has more of an interest in finding the assassin more than me. I offer you this assurance that I will find, and I will kill this person who tried to kill your daughter, who tried to destabilize the region, and I will unleash a plague upon anyone who protects her and their lands. A biblical scourge that will darken the skies. And as I say that, I open my arms all the way up, and you just hear buzzing from around the outside of the kingdom. Well, around the outside of the room. And it darkens the only stained glass window there. Just for dramatic effect.
Right on.
I use thaumaturgy and make it sound much louder. The buzzing.
So. Dissipates it. Places the contract down. Sort of like sending it like, will you sign the contract to bring this assassin to justice? By doing so, you'll ensure that no country will dare to interfere with you. We'll make a move against your bloodline for years. It's time to make your mark on history, Your Highness. It's time to aid. It's time for me to aid you in your endeavor. Submitting this country, not to be messed with.
And the king just kind of furrows his brow. I hear a lot of what you wish to offer me, but a contract is never so one-sided. What is the other side of the terms and conditions?
I get to kill. I get her when I capture her. Not before, not after you do with what you will. You can speak to her if you want. I get her. I get to see her last breaths leave her body before I rip every pit of meat every year that she took away from me out of her. And I say this with the most venom that anyone has ever heard. Like, literally, whenever someone says your full name, like your parents say your full name to you, like the tension just goes from 0 to fucking 1,000,000 right there.
Right
I
on,
get
right on.
them. I get them. That's the only thing. So, do we have a deal?
Roll a persuasion check.
With a
Please,
d6.
Oh, 19 plus 4. I was fearing this D6 for the entire this D20 for the entire game so far. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be a terrible night. I'm gonna just roll another nat 1.
Waylon. I do not wish to stand in your way. However, I do not see a whole connection of all of these events. But you offer a lot that my kingdom is not quite interested in. We have held peace in the world for quite some time. I do not wish other countries to fear us. I do not wish to cause any issues with anyone who may be harboring such a fugitive, but I will not stand in your way. I will not turn you in. If this is something you wish to pursue, I will not stop you. But what you offer is not what I seek. I could part with some gold to help you in your travels, but I do draw a line when it comes to such acts of violence. I do not want my name or my country mentioned when you seek her out. But I do have many resources that I could provide. Reina just crosses her arms. This is bullshit. Fucking bullshit. He doesn't care. He is... What?
You got a lot to learn about politics, sweetie. Not to show your hand, but it's okay. I understand, Your Highness. Thank you very much for your time. I'm just gonna...
Closer to Reina.
What did you say?
Astrid moves closer to Reina. Like, not like walks up to her, obviously, because they're in the middle of proceedings, but she does move closer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna fluff my nice suit that I prepared for this. Let Simon out. I guess we're done here.
I will pull a few strings. I believe the latest news is that this individual has been in Abyssal. I can get you free transport across the sea in one of my ships. I can gather some funds to provide, and we can see you off tomorrow if that is what you'd like.
I'll take what I can get. Thank you very much.
You have been most gracious.
He kind of bows lightly to you all. Reina is staring intently at Astrid.
Astrid moves closer now that the king's kind of wrapped it up. She's going to move like to Reina's side.
Waylon, what do you say we go get a drink?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be walking down the staircase and be like, you know, Dante, where I'm from, you infernal types may have been born in evil and disgust and all the negative things that bring to the world, but you didn't perfect it. The real reason why devils and demons never come into the material plane where I'm from, I'm just sort of cleaning off my jacket, and Alistair pokes out. It's not because of any plane rifts or anything like that. It's because while you guys may have been born in it, humanity perfected evil. So let me show you a trick.
Good to know.
Be sense. Let's play a game of politics from now on.
I'm good. I don't need any part of politics. I just do kinda pillaging and looting and sailing. That's kind of more my speed. I don't bother with politics.
Let's get a move on then.
I need a drink.
The two of you.
You lead. I don't know the way through the forest anymore.
Yeah, I'll take them.
The two of you exit the room, exit the castle.
Where's Bonjour? Shit.
Um,
Dang it, we forgot him!
no, he's just walking with you. Astrid,
Yes.
you remain in the room as guards are cleaning up. The king has left to go to his some other room. I don't know. Reina looks at you. You're going with him.
Yes.
He's a madman.
Oh, they don't know the half.
You still have the ability to bring people back to life.
Do.
If he falls, I beg of you to let him stay down.
Oh,
And we will end tonight's session here.
Nicely done, though. Good speech.
Yes.
That was a really good speech. Oh, dude, I felt like I was gonna pop my stress ball.
Yeah, I had to put down my Play-Doh for a little bit.
The DC to gain the king's help was 22.
Fuck!
You rolled 23.
Didn't hear.
He took his headphones off. He didn't hear.
Oh no, he's got AirPods and he can't hear us.
You got
Oh.
the 23 with the 19 plus the...
Did.
Colin,
Yeah.
you did it. You did it.
Hey,
You
come
did
back.
it.
Colin, come
You
back.
did it. You
Oh,
did
You
it.
did it. You got the 23.
You did it.
You got
Got
the
the
23.
I thought you said it was 24.
No, it
Oh.
was 22.
Oh,
Oh.
I have had this DC written down in my notebook for weeks.
Oh my god.
I thought I missed it. I thought I missed
Goodbye.
it horribly.
Time to go to Miami. We're going to Miami. Let's go. Spring break, baby.
Are we?